with SETZER'S World of Camping here in Barbersville, West Virginia. Today we're going to be reviewing the Springdale SG303BH. Starting here at the front of the unit, we're going to have your automatic tongue jack. On this, it's going to have your light for on and off, as well as up and down, which I won't do just yet. Right behind that, we're going to have a slot for in case your manual jack goes out. You can put the manual jack in there, and what you're going to do is just attach to that nut. You'll just screw it to raise and lower the unit respectively. Now right behind that, you're going to have two 4.5 gallon propane tanks. These are going to be sitting inside this cover. This is a quick, easy access, and you can also pull this off the unit. Now on this, you're going to have two 4.5 gallon tanks and an automatic pressure regulator back here, which is going to automatically draw from both tanks if they're open. The only time we recommend that you have both tanks open is if, say, you're camping in the winter time, and then whenever this tank's almost low, you can go ahead and crack this tank as well. It'll finish drawing from the almost empty tank, and then it'll start pulling from that full tank as well. Behind that, you're going to have two slots for two deep cycle marine batteries. This unit comes standard with one unit. It comes with one. And then right behind that, we're going to have a battery disconnect switch. So what that's going to do is kill power from the battery to the unit. Now generally we recommend you only ever use that if it's going to be wintertime, or if you're not going to be using the camper at all and storing it. So whenever you pull into a campground, what you're going to want to do when you connect to that shore power anywhere you hook up is going to trickle charge these batteries as long as that disconnect isn't on. Moving on to the side of the camper here. Right here is going to be your front forward compartment. Inside here is going to be your starter kit, which we'll show later in the video as well. Inside here, you're going to have your inverter for your solar power and everything, as well as a disconnect switch. And over there is going to be the 50 amp power cord, shore power, as well as your jacks. Now coming down along the side here still, it's going to be your freshwater connection, your city water connection. Freshwater connection, what that's going to do is whenever you put this in, is going to fill your freshwater tanks instead of just filling the pipes. And whenever you do fill up for freshwater or city water connection, you want to make sure you always have your automatic pressure regulator attached. What that's going to do is going to regulate the water pressure coming from the hose to make sure you don't blow out any lines, and those are those two respectively. Now up underneath it here, or when you go to winterize the unit, if you need to drain your tanks, is going to be your fresh tank drain, which will be that one right there. And just forward of those, you'll notice there's going to be stabilizer jacks whenever you're at camp. Continuing along the side of the camper here is going to be one of your slide outs. This here is the second slide out. Now inside this little roof here is going to be where you hook up your shore power as a 50 amp power supply. Now underneath of that, going to be two of the most important things is going to be your gray water tank and your black water tank. Gray water is going to be anything from the sink, showers, etc. like that. Anything from your black water tank is going to be purely waste from the toilets. Now whenever you go to dump your black water and gray water, we recommend that you always fill up the gray water and black water tanks both respectively. So what that's going to do is you'll flush your black water tank when you're hooked up, and then you'll do your gray water tank, and what that's going to do is going to help flush the line from any debris from the black water tank. Continuing on here. Now once we reach the back of the unit here, one thing you're going to notice is going to be this little tab. It's going to be for an auxiliary satellite connection from when you're at a campground, if it has that. Now these two as well, these can pop off, and what you can use these for is storage for your waste disposal hose. We call it the Stinky Slinky. You just simply pop that back on. Now right here as well is going to be your spare tire, and up top is going to be additional mounting for cameras, which we sell separately. Coming along the side here, you're going to have another compartment. Whenever you open it up, just watch yourself as you do. It's going to be pneumatic, and it pops right up just like that. Now in here you're going to have additional storage like a cutting board in area in case you're preparing meals or anything. And here as well you're going to have your range, which simply opens up like that. Up under here is going to be the connect for the propane. So whenever you do go to cook, make sure you have your propane on, and then it'll feed to this line all the way up through. This right here is going to be your automatic stabilizer jack for the rear as well. Now the controls for that are going to be right here for the automatic. Just extend them down. and retract. And keep in mind they're just to stabilize the unit, not to balance or level or anything. So right here as well, it's going to have your refrigerator, little mini fridge, and on the sides, lighting as well as additional storage and the garden hose. So what you'll attach this to is going to be this unit right here. Just simply plug this in to that right there. Continuing on, you're going to have rear access through this door here. Continuing forward just a little bit more. This here is going to be the shower, outdoor shower. This right here is going to be a black water flush valve. That only is going to clean the sensors that measure the black water tank level. Other than that, it won't be doing anything. Also here, on this unit, you have 2 axles, 4 tires, with 1 spare in the back. With these, you're gonna wanna make sure that you put them to 80 PSI at least twice a year. I always recommend every trip. The same goes for whenever you're tightening the lug nuts. You want 100 foot-pounds per torque per lug nut. I generally always recommend every camping trip, but also in case of hard braking or anything like that, you're gonna wanna make sure you check those. This here is gonna be the furnace exhaust vent. So whenever the furnace is on, you'll feel that kick on and it's gonna get real hot, so be careful. This here is gonna be your water heater, runs on electric or gas. So whenever you go inside and you hit the hot water tank on the control panel, you'll come out here and you'll hear this going click, click, click as it's trying to actuate. Whenever it does, you'll hear a big whoosh out of this, and it's going to be putting out some heat as well, so be careful. But that's when you're going to know it's going propane heat. So this here is going to be an additional auxiliary satellite as well for the campground. This here is going to be your standard GFCI outlet with the control reset's going to be on the inside interior. On this unit as well, we have outdoor zone speakers, which can be controlled by inside by this surround sound system. Also on this unit, your 2 low point drains for whenever you go to winterize the unit, or if you're clearing out any water from the pipes or anything like that, are going to be right here. These 2 knobs, you should simply twist those off, let the water drain out and recap it. Continuing forward here, it's going to be the front entrance door into the living room area, as well as additional storage right here on the other side of that compartment we showed. And then this is going to be the forward stabilizer jacks. Now that we've shown you the outside here, we're going to take you up to the roof and then we'll get you onto the interior. Now that we've done it with the exterior here, we'll just come down you up on the roof. Just want to come up here at least twice a year and check all your seals, up and around everything, as well as around the vent hoods. Check for any rips or tears or anything. Just around some seals just like so. Now if you do need to make any repairs on the roof here, recommend a self-leveling lap sealant, or on the sides of Proflex. Now that we've shown you the exterior and the roof, we're going to take you on the interior and show you everything inside. So the first things that you notice as you walk in, you're going to have your storage down here, as well as this right here is going to be the main control panel for everything. So you have your battery controllers, your fresh black water tanks, your gray water tanks, and the galley tank. For those, you respectively, you'll see indicator lights up here at the top, empty, 1/3, 2/3, and full. And you can check your tanks via that way. These here are going to be controls for the gas heater. Like I was saying, when you click that on, you'll go outside and hear it start click, click, clicking. This is going to be the electric heater for your tanks and everything. This is going to turn on your water pump for whenever you're using water from the freshwater tank. This is going to be your entry light, your slide light, and then the awning light outside. It's going to be a strip light that runs through. Underneath that, you're going to have your awning controls, in and out for the front one, in and out for the back, and as well as the retraction and extension for your awning arm. Continuing into the unit here, gonna have your TV here, which is gonna buckle in case, you know, when you're moving it underway. Underneath that's gonna be the surround sound control systems with AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB, HDMI in case you want to connect via ARC to your TV. And you can also control the zone surround sound outside, or if you just want on the interior. Underneath that, you're gonna have a fireplace. This is coming with the remote and everything as well. Coming to the left of that, you're going to have your satellite auxiliary hookup as well for in here. As well as right here, you're going to have additional sofa seating. Now this sofa seating can also pull out into a bed. simply like so. And then for storage, simply just lift up, push it back in just like that. This here as well, in the dinette seating, you can undo this table and slide it up in, or lower it I should say, and then make this a bed as well. Now, this right here is going to be for your heat, your AC, or just a fan. So you turn it on. If you want cool, you'll hear it kick on up top. And same thing with the furnace, you'll hear it kick on and you'll feel the heat coming out that side vent like we talked about. Now up underneath of that, one of the most important things as well is going to be your LP gas detector. So what this is going to detect is heavy gases that are sinking and keep you safe. And this unit as well going to come with a fire alarm, which is going to be right behind my cameraman Kyle here, right there. Just want to test those every now and then as well. In here, going to be your fridge with the locking mechanism. Nice full size, plenty of room. Same thing for in here as well. Simply lock that back when you're done. Microwave up here, as well as additional storage with the vent, hood, and fan light, as well as your gas range. Now this does operate purely on gas, so whenever you do run the gas stove, make sure your gas is on. And it just works like any other gas stove. Just like that. The stove itself on the inside is also going to be gas propane. This here's your sink. Continuing to the back of the unit here. Additional storage covered space. And underneath that is going to be your main control panel for your breakers and your fuses and everything. Everything should be labeled as well. Now coming in here to the bathroom. This is where that second door was that we just saw on the outside. This here is going to be the light switch for in the unit. Got your medicine cabinet here. Additional door for outside. Cabinet and sink. This here is going to be your toilet. And then the flush, simply over there. Up above here as well, you're going to have a vent hood. So simply just open that, and then you can press the button to turn on the exhaust fan. Now whenever you're done, make sure you close it all the way, get a good seal. Continuing on to the back room here. This room has plenty of storage, plenty of living space as well. So this bed, I'll actually just simply pull down just like this for additional bunk seating, bunk bed. Then you can pull these out as well and use it as a bed. With your big back bay window here for looking out the sights. You also have a satellite auxiliary connection right here for additional TV. As well as the ladder for allowing access to the top bunk. Storage for clothes and everything as well. Now, making our way to the back here, or forward I should say. Make our way into the master bedroom. Now inside your master bedroom, you're also going to have an additional vent with a fan. Plenty of storage cabinet space for everything. Right here, you're going to have GFCI outlet, as well as compartments for that front void. Now what you can do is you can put like a laundry bag in here, access your laundry at the campground rather easily from this front compartment. The bed also lifts up on a piston system. Oh, sorry, it does not. Just simply lift up and have under bed storage as well as an additional GFCI outlet and USBs over there as well. Now up top, you also have an additional auxiliary satellite connection for in case you want to hook up your TV to the wall mount there. And this is going to be the SG303BH. Thank you for shopping here at SETZER'S Camping. Have a good day.